Let's see. Good evening, everybody. Let me just fix this thing here. I haven't been live for a while. It's the first live stream I've done since I competed on Saturday. How does that thing like that? All right. Oh, huh. I need a new one of these things. Someone's on. How are you tonight? Whoever you are, hi. Welcome. It's a rainy day in New England here, Massachusetts. Rainy and about 45 degrees out right now. It feels like early spring, late fall actually. Like it feels like December right here in New England right now. I'm gonna do squats tomorrow. It'll be my first lower body workout since I competed. I competed last Saturday. I did squat 525. Yep, 525-pound squat. It was a American Powerlifting Association Federation national record. Somebody else just showed up. Hi, how are you? Good afternoon, evening actually. Yeah, 7 o'clock here. Raining out, raining all day. My first live stream. I haven't done one since I competed on Saturday in Vermont. It's about 2.5 hours drive from here, Vermont. Hey, how are you doing? I'm doing okay myself. I just didn't work out tonight. I worked out yesterday. I did some bench yesterday. My best top set was the best set I've done in, let me think, almost a year. 355 for 5 on the bench. 315 for 10 after that. I did three top sets. Yeah, I'm pretty tired. I worked today. Took a little nap afterwards. Yeah. I'll tell Mom, I look tired a lot because I'm. Thank you. Yeah, I am doing okay. I look tired a lot. It's tough this game, the powerlifting, working full time at 57. But you just gotta make sure when you're this age, you gotta make sure you get enough rest. Get enough rest. Don't go to bed late. I don't party. I don't drink. Or any of that shit. Yeah. Negro. What? Yeah. First live stream since Saturday. I competed in Vermont yesterday. I'm 57 years old. 57. What's behind me? Let me just turn this around. Hall of Fame certificate. My friend Larry Pacifico in Vincenello. Me picking up my Hall of Fame certificate. Me benching there. Nutmeg State Open Lightning Fitness Center, South Windsor, Connecticut. Wow, June 20. Just a lot of pictures and stuff. That's all. Okay, yeah, that's a block right there. I don't need to hear about that. Your toilet activity. Thanks. Okay, where is it? Channel activity. That's fine. Okay, I'm blocking you, Eric, too. I don't have time for this shit. So, any kind of games. Goodbye, Eric. Hello, how you doing, Angela? Thank you, I appreciate that. I feel pretty good tonight. I'm just kind of in a relaxed mood. I was just straightening out my gym out for tomorrow's squat workout. Yep. any kind of people that say stupid stuff, silly stuff, I just block them right away. Pretty much. But anyways, I competed Saturday. I have definitely redemption on the bench. I did a 525 squat. Thank you. You too, Saf. You too. Thank you for showing up here on my live. Hi, Skylar. So I did a 525 squat, and the bench didn't go as planned. I jumped the gun too much on it. I did 350 opener, which is nothing. 350. I should have opened with 370 and gone to 390 and then gone for something higher. But instead, I went 350 and I went right up to 400 and I couldn't quite lock it up. I still have to put that video up. I couldn't lock it out. Came within less than a half an inch of locking it out. I just could not push it up with my triceps at that moment. It would have been the fourth time in the last, let me think here, 2 years that I did, 2 or 3 years that I've done 400 in competition. The last time I did it, I was 56. It was 405. I did bench yesterday. I probably could have gotten it yesterday. I did 355 for 5, no problem, on the bench, and then 315 for 10. Yeah, any kind of stupid stuff on here. I usually just block people. That's all. But anyways, it was a pretty good day, though. I had a lot of fun competing. I think it's my 20th or 21st. I'll have to count that I've done since I was 51. That's when I started. Yeah, I'm hoping to squat tomorrow. I have to think of. I'm gonna think of a weight to go to. I think I'm gonna see if I can do what I did my record for 525. I'm gonna see if I can get a double with it. That's what I'm gonna try to do. Squat 525 for 2. That's gonna be my target. That's what I usually do. God bless you, Sla. Is that from Israel? Or is it... thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, I'm going to try to do 525 tomorrow for a double. See if I can get it for a double tomorrow on the squat. The bench went, like I said, went really good. 355 for 5, no problem. 57 years old. I don't know the language. It looks like it's either Hebrew or that is it's either Hebrew or is what do they call it? Arabic. How's that? Arabic. Salam. Yeah. God bless everybody, all religions. Allah, God bless Christians. I'm a Christian myself. Oh, Arabic. Okay. All right. God bless you. Welcome to my channel. God is good, God is good. Whatever you call your God, I'll tell you what, I have over 10 years of sobriety right now. I got sober over 10 years ago, and if it wasn't for God, I don't think I'd be here right now talking to you all. Oh, that's nice of you. God bless you, all of you, everybody. Yep. From wherever you're at, Yeah, I got sober 10 years ago. I gave up the drinking and all the drugs and the cigarettes too. That came out later. I had about that's actually been 9 years since I gave up smoking. Oh, thank you. I appreciate it. Yep. Yeah, I am a Christian, I respect all religions, as long as someone's a good person and they treat me good, I treat them good. That's the way, that is my motto. But yeah, sobriety is a blessing from God. Man, a lot of my friends that didn't get sober are no longer with us, or they are suffering. They're suffering horribly. Welcome, everybody. Welcome, everybody. Yes. I got sober. My first 10 months of sobriety was locked up. I was locked up. That's when I started lifting. I started lifting at a late age of 47 years old. 47 years old, I started lifting, not really seriously until I hit 51. I am from, this is from Massachusetts. Massachusetts, USA, southeast coast of Massachusetts. It's about 40 miles from Boston. That's a good way of putting it. Southeast of Boston. Israel, all right. Welcome. It's my. I spent a couple of weeks in Israel. I worked on a private yacht. Wonderful people there. Wonderful. Yep. I spent a lot of time in Turkey, Israel, Gibraltar's another place, Greece. It was mostly, Tel Aviv, beautiful place, Tel Aviv. I actually rented a car. I went to Jerusalem. I got to pray at the Wailing Wall, which was wonderful. Yeah, wonderful people, very nice people. Yeah, very nice people. God bless you all. I don't get involved in any of the politics or anything like that. That's okay. Well, wait a minute. I'm from Morocco. Welcome. I've been to Gibraltar. I didn't quite get there. All right, hide that one. Yep. Thank you. I appreciate it, Desert Mammal. I didn't start this until I didn't start competing till I was 51 years old. My first time I benched 405 pounds or 184 kilograms was at 56 years old. First time I deadlifted 600 pounds. I'm not sure what that is. I think it's all close to 250 kilograms. I may be wrong. It might be a little more than that, 260. I'd have to look it up. 600-pound deadlift was a couple of years ago. I'm gonna build my deadlift back up to go past that. Now when I put my mind to something, I do it. No question asked. No questions asked. So tomorrow I plan on I'm gonna squat, and my target is gonna be 525 for a double. That's what I'm gonna go for tomorrow. Yeah, I did 525 Saturday in competition. It was the deepest squat I've ever done with 500 pounds or more. I buried it, and a lot of my training just barely hit depth. Sometimes not even depth, and a lot of people give me flack for it. But I say I always hit it during comp. When it counts is when you're on the platform. That's when it counts the most. Is when you're on that platform. You hit depth. I blocked a guy on Facebook that kept messaging me over and over again. He wanted to coach me and stuff because I wasn't hitting depth in my training. But I looked at his numbers, and my numbers were a little bit better than his. So why would I want him to? I don't need it, I don't need it. Yeah, right. Put your mind to beating you. Now, Julius Maddox right now is the GOAT right now of. He's a one-trick. I won't say a one-trick pony. He only benches though. He only benches. I like driving up. I'm on the road to a 600-pound squat as well, and I'm 57 years old. Thank you. I appreciate that. Welcome to Morocco. I wish I went there. I was in Gibraltar, which is you know where that is if you're from Morocco. God, of course you do. I would have loved to go there. But yeah, today I didn't work out today. Yesterday I did bench like I just told everybody, 355 well, my first working set was just 315 for a couple for two reps. Then I went to 350. I got that for an easy 5. Then I went to 355. I did that for 5, and then I dropped down to 315 and I got it for 10 reps. My best with 315 is 13 reps, which was at 56 years old. 13 reps, 225 for 25. No, that's a one. No, he only benches though. I bet you he can't. Yeah, so what? Is he, how old is he too? I'm 57. I'm gonna block you, by the way. I don't put a, you know better than, most people know better than that. A 57-year-old athlete's not gonna keep up with, a guy that just benches, benches. That's all he does is bench. Goodbye. Oh, I said, do you want to fight? Okay, well, let's block you too. Yeah, okay, Brian. Goodbye. Yep, I am. All right. Yeah. Doesn't hurt my feelings though. There's a lot of idiots out there, They like to go on here and just be assholes to people. They don't work out hard. They're mostly they call them what is all this message deleted? Okay, Bobby Starr. This is somebody probably that has a multiple No, I'm not on TRT. Nope. Mm-mm. If I was, it would be no big deal. Who cares anyways, right? It's a blessing when you're my age and you wake up every morning and you're able to work out still. I bench about 405, 410, 57 years old. It's not my favorite lift. My favorite lift is probably the squat. The squat's probably my favorite lift. It's me, David. Okay. Yep. Yeah, I did 405 in comp. I've only done it twice. I did it in my gym. It was just a touch and go in my gym, like 4 years ago. Actually, was it 4 years ago? It was a little bit less than 4 years ago, and I did it in competition 1 year ago exactly. It shows up now on. I have Facebook. You know how they have the 1 year reminder or whatever. It shows up on there. Oh yeah, definitely, Desert Mammal. Anything that you do good in life, someone's there to bash you, and it doesn't bother me anymore. Actually, it just shows that you're doing something successful because there's always going to be someone out there. Wow, this guy's got no life, man. He has like 50 channels. Okay, wait a minute. Cancel that. This guy's got no life. He must have 50 different channels. I just eat. Let me think. How many meals do I eat? I didn't work out in my 30s. I drank myself. I was drinking 24/7 and taking Oxycontins in my 30s. I got sober and I started training at 47, almost 48 years old. So the numbers were zero in my 30s. How many meals do I eat? I eat breakfast. I have a nice sized breakfast. Then at 9 o'clock, I have a glass of just milk and some water. At 9 o'clock, 12 o'clock, I eat a decent lunch. You know. When I get home, I have a protein drink. One protein drink. Before I work out, I eat some organic cereal with protein powder on top of it and a banana just to get me some energy. And then I have a dinner. This guy right here has about 20 different channels, I guess. Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead, Matt. Do what you got to do, man. And then when you hit a bottom, you can contact me, and I'll be here for you to help you. Yeah, I used to eat I could eat a whole chicken in one sitting, probably. I don't though anymore. Yeah, I used to eat 10 a day. I didn't eat them though. I snorted 10 of those 30s a day. Yeah, okay, Isaacs, and you look like my asshole. Sorry to hear that, Merle. Yeah, I have certain pains every day too. You know, the older you get, the more pain you have. You know, for certain things. Yeah, I'm looking forward to getting that deadlift going again. Yeah, I deadlifted. I only deadlifted 535 on Saturday, 535 pounds. That's a low for me usually in competition. Yeah, I'm looking forward to getting that back up to over 600 pounds. You know, I'm a full power lifter. Okay, goodbye. I don't care about David. You're gone. David, you can take all your damn fucking channels with you too. There's some guys on here that have no life. They have like 10 different alternate channels or whatever. At least 10 different 10. I've seen a guy with 30 of them, and they troll people with 30 different channels. Sometimes they have no life and they talk to themselves in their own comment section. You know. Oh, we're down to only how many people? Nine. Nine. Okay. Maybe it's nine. This has been fun though. You know. I got to eat dinner here in a minute. But I think I'm going to compete. The next one I'm going to do is it's in July. Next competition. All right, David has. If I hear David again, I'm blocking everybody that says David because it's just one guy. No, I don't arm wrestle, Matt. No, it's a great sport though, but no, I don't do it. I've seen too many people get something torn doing that. I like powerlifting. I'm a power lifter only. I used to train bodybuilding before I knew anything about powerlifting when I was real young, you know, a little bit of here and there. And then I started drinking heavy in I started that really in my 20s. And, okay, goodbye. Anybody that says David is, getting blocked on my channel. Yeah, it really is. I love heavy lifting. I am from southeastern Massachusetts. Yep. The stuff on my wall, I can give you guys a tour of my gym if you'd like, you know. That's fine. Yeah, you can say Dave. Say it one more. Are you obsessed with him? Do you want to have sex with David? Is that what you want? Yeah, I'll give you a tour. Yeah, I think these people must they have an obsession with that guy David. He's got a harem of dudes that love him that want to have sex with him. Yeah, let's give you a tour of the gym. That's fine. Yep. All right, we'll start over here. It's not that big. It's just a shed, you know. I have a Viking press right here. This thing folds down like this, like that. It goes on your shoulders, you know. Shoulders. It's got a chain. You put the weights on it. I got this dumbbell rack over here with all kinds of fixed dumbbells. I need more of them. I'm looking to purchase hundreds and 110-pound dumbbells. They're expensive though. Okay, utility bench right here. Some iron over here. Iron, a little iron, some more iron. 45s ready to go for tomorrow. My squat rack with a monolift. Right here, more iron over here. I got my 45 stacked on both sides. Picture of Vince Anello signed by my buddy here. First man to deadlift over 800 pounds at under 200 pounds. Yeah, it is a very cool sport, desert mammal. Very cool. Yeah, Vince Anello is a good friend of mine. He is a Hall of Fame powerlifter. I'm also in a couple of Hall of Fames myself for a Masters lifter. More iron over here. More iron. Iron. Those are standard plates. They got the small hole in it. You got small hole, see? Standard plate. Those are old school right there. Some, and just in case I run out, I don't have internet or whatever, I got tons of CDs. Tons of CDs. Trampoline I'm starting to use. Here's my deadlift platform right here. It's kind of a mess right now. I gotta figure out a place to put this trampoline. I have my deadlift jack right over here. There's an old school 1960s hack squat machine right here. It's made by Jubenville. Sit-up bar bench right here. That's a old school calf machine. It's got a bar that goes across it. You put the weights on. And on the wall's over here. Some of the trophies I got right here. One of them I got right here is Best Lifter Award. I got that. I beat everybody who was younger than me, and I won that one in my mid-50s. Certified powerlifting instructor. And a lot of these is pictures of my friends right here. Pictures of my friends, fellow lifters. Those are lifters and athletes from my hometown. Right here is World Powerlifting Alliance world record for the deadlift for my age group. Some more pictures. There's a picture of me in my tank top right there. There's my buddy. He had a commercial, a good friend of mine commercial at the Super Bowl, during the Super Bowl fourth quarter. That's me right there. There's Robert Cutts right there, huge power lifter, friend of mine from Cape Cod. There's me and my buddy and my fiance Kathy. Everybody you see in these pictures I've met and I know, you know. You see? All right. Powerlifting Hall of Fame certificate. What's that? There's Mike Birch and me. That's a picture. There's Vince Anello, who he deadlifted over 800 pounds at 198 pounds with the great Larry Pacifico. I met him. I flew to Ohio and competed. Here's me getting my Hall of Fame certificate with the president of the APA. Me benching here, celebrating. That's about it. Yeah. I got a Texas squat, a deadlift bar and a Texas squat bar. All right. You can always start whenever you want, you know. It's up to you. Or you can just lift and enjoy lifting. Doesn't matter. It's fun though. It's fun to see where you're at, and then you get in the books forever. That it never goes away. Oh, thank you about the wrestling. Yeah, he was great. He's a great guy, Mike Birch. Yeah, it's great to beat young guys. Oh, you like the best? Yeah, oh yeah. I do. I like that old school metal. I listen to a lot of different music. You know what I like too is Viking. It's Viking music. Viking music. I listen to that a lot, you know. Do you do equipped powerlifting or all raw? The only equipment I use is a belt and knee wraps. That's it. For squats. Only for squats. I only use the belt usually for squats. Sometimes on the bench, which you really don't need to. I'm also a referee too. I'm a certified powerlifting referee. Yeah, it's a lot of fun. Yeah, quit powerlifting's kind of cool. You know, I've never tried it. I kind of like the raw lifting for myself, but boy, it can be pretty dangerous. You see an old guy my age doing, 300 pounds more than his raw max, man. A lot of things can happen. They can go, a lot of things they say going south. A lot of things can go south real quick. Yeah, no, I'm not into it, Matt. Nah, guys doing over 1,000 pounds that probably couldn't even do 500 on the bench, you know. Yeah, I love the Vikings, man. Desert Mammal. I love that Viking music. I have Viking. See, my grandfather is Scottish, but it shows up in the DNA as Danish, Scandinavian from the Vikings, because that's who took over a lot of Scotland with the Vikings. That's water. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not too crazy though, Matt, about it. I wouldn't. I'm not. I'm not gonna go away from my raw lifting. Don't forget too. They also have they have the damn squat suits that you can do like 500 pounds more too. But yeah, they have those squat suits too. Those they're called squat briefs. They tie it all up in the side. They tie it up. Yeah, those things you can add 400 or 500 pounds to some squat. It is pointless. It kind of is, you know. I'm not putting it down. You still have to do the work to do it, you know. But you know what? In all honesty, if you listen to Larry Pacifico, he was the GOAT of powerlifting in the 1970s. What? Do you know how much you? I don't know much, but you seem to do the Mark Ripito squat. I'm not sure. I guess I do, you know. But you seem to do the Mark Ripito squat form and not West Side. Yeah, no, I don't go too wide. Too wide. I'm afraid I'm going to tear. You know what it is? I'm afraid I'm going to tear my groin. You know, that sucks. I've done that a couple of times, man. Fell on. I slipped on ice and tore my groin. That was the worst, man. Tell you. When did else did I do it? Oh, I pulled my ham. I tore my hamstring a couple of times too. Yeah, I don't want to. I'm not going to wear a suit to do that. You know why? Why not? Why would I? You know why? Why? I like me against the iron. You know. Like I said, not putting it down. If you want to do it, that's fine. Okay, my ditty. Goodbye. Uh, I hope to do 550 at the next meet. 550 on the squat. Yeah, like I said, if there's any like the dumb people comments, we just get rid of them. There's no reason for that to have that in our lives. You know, dumb people that ask dumb questions. Um, Trying to think. I'm probably going to get going here soon. Uh, where is everybody from, anyways, that I'm talking to? I'm from southeastern Massachusetts, and it's raining out right now, and it's like 45 degrees out. When I first got sober, I got sober in jail. So I was doing calisthenics, and then I went to prison for 9 months. My first 10 months of sobriety, 10, no, almost 11 months of sobriety, I was locked up. Okay, Northwest Indiana. Okay, England. All right, I've been there twice. But yeah, I was in prison in in Illinois. So I started lifting weights in there, and I was 47 years old. First time I benched was 195 for five. First time I had benched in almost 15 years, probably. 195 for five, but I was doing push-ups before that, so I built myself up a little bit. And I couldn't squat to depth 225 even. And the deadlift, It wasn't long. Within a month, I was doing 405. He was born in Ohio. I love Ohio. I was there. I did the Larry Pacifico Challenge. Larry invited me, and he paid for a room and everything. Paid for a room. He bought me dinner. It was Dayton, Ohio. Dayton, Ohio. I can't remember the town that I competed in. It's near Dayton, Ohio, though. Near Dayton, Ohio. I used to go over to oh God, what's the name of that place in southern Indiana? I can't think of the name. There's a city in southern Indiana, very south Indiana. It's near Marion, Carbondale. I'm trying to think of the name. Evansville, Indiana. Yep, Evansville. Yep, yep, absolutely. I used to go there. I only lived when I got sober. I lived in a place called Carmi. Oh wow, okay, Fort Wayne, Carmi, Illinois, and I used to go over to Evansville all the time. It was only 25 miles away, if that. Very, very close. Yep. Very close. Yep. Yeah, I lived in southern. When I first got sober, though, I was saying I started Taylorville Correctional, and they had all the weights they had in there. The bars were welded. You know, like they had one set. They had a set of from 65 all the way to 405 bars that was set up with different weights that were welded on there. You know, they even had 265. They had one that was 405, of course, 335. I think they had a 315. Yeah, they did actually. And if you wanted to do anything in between that, you had to tie a couple of dumbbells on there with shoelaces. You'd made something you'd hang them off with shoelaces. That's where I started lifting, and I was in there for 9 months in that place. I replaced weed with coffee. Oh, there you go. That's better. There you go. I like my coffee also. But anyways, like I said, I started lifting in there. When I left there in 9 months. I was benching only 285 for a double. 275 for a double. Not the best protein in those places. You know what I mean? And I didn't have a lot of money to spend on a canteen at the end there. So I never got that strong. I couldn't deadlift more than, I did 405 for 5, I think, deadlifting. 405. And the squat, I don't even think I got to depth anything serious, maybe 300 pounds when I left there, you know. I didn't really know how to lift then either properly at 47. I didn't know what I was doing in there. My form was shit, you know. I didn't really learn how to lift correctly until I was in my early 50s. No, I gained, let's see, I gained, let me think here, 320. I gained about 100 pounds since then. Yeah, I didn't weigh that. I mean, I weighed low 200s then. Not the best food, you know, not the best food. Although there was some pretty cool people in there, you know, but I don't suggest it for anyway. It's a waste of time. Yeah, definitely a major increase. Once I got out and started living correctly, I got sober. I did not drink. I have not drank since then. That was over 10 years ago. I have not touched a drop. That's why I went to prison, because I was drinking. Absolutely. There's drinking and drugs. Yeah. I had bottoms on every drug you can think of. Yep, every single drug, methamphetamine included. Oh, okay. What drugs? I've had bottoms on methamphetamine, crack, powdered cocaine, heroin, Oxycontins, Oxy 80s. When then that was Oxy 30s, whatever I could get my hands on. I was hooked on opioids for 10 years. Marijuana, or a little bit of marijuana here and there. That wasn't my drug of choice, though. I like the hard shit, man. Yep. But not one drug and not one drink since then, though. I learned my lesson, man. I break out in handcuffs when I use drugs. I become unemployable, so I do other. There's other means of making money than working, and that's what you call boosting, stealing from stores and shit. How did I learn from my lesson? I just didn't like I don't like being locked up. I don't like living in a caged environment with other dudes. I'd much rather be in my own bed. What changed? My mindset did. My everything changed. I stopped. If you want to get sober, you cannot hang around with the same people. That's what happens. That's unfortunately from a lot of people. They go back to the same environment when they go to jail or if they go to rehab, and they don't change. I didn't have anybody to go back to, so I decided I was going to start off from scratch and only hang out with the positive people. And I just mentioned what I took, everything, anything under the sun. And in the end, I was drinking around the clock, drinking vodka or Jack Daniel, whatever I could get my hands on, any kind of booze. 10 years of opioid addiction, at least, maybe more than that, actually, honestly. Let me think about that started the opioid addiction from 2000 to when I got sober. 15 years of that shit, you know. Yes, God did save me. Yep, absolutely. Yes, absolutely. Iron and sweat, man. Yeah, drugs are, it's a losing proposition for me. For me, I don't care about it's not that I don't care about anybody else. Everybody's has their own demons, you know. Some people don't. Some people do, right? Some people can drink successfully. Some people can't. I'm just one of those that can't. And I haven't been to meetings in a while. I used to go to a lot of AA meetings, which is it's a good program, you know, very good. A lot of success in there. You want to stick with the winners, they say, you know. Yep. Don't hang out with anybody that doesn't add anything to your life. If they're not adding anything to your life positive, cut them loose, you know. Cut them loose. But that's about all I got to say tonight. I got to go eat. My fiance is probably getting out of work, I hope soon. But everybody have a blessed evening. I'll do this again tomorrow. I'm going to pick up and do live streams every night. But everybody, great night. Thank you for watching and participating.